The Jaguar traces its roots to the mid-1960s, when the Royal Air Force sought a supersonic advanced trainer to replace the fallen Gnat and Orca Hunter, while the French Armée de l'Air required a subsonic dual-role trainer and light attack aircraft to succeed the Fauga Magister, Lockheed T-33, and Das Altmeister. In May 1965, a Memorandum of Understanding formalized Anglo-French cooperation. The following year, in May 1966, the SEPECAT Consortium formed as a joint venture between Britain's British Aircraft Corporation, BAC, and France's Brigade Aviation, later absorbed by Dassault. The program commenced in 1966, with the prototype achieving first flight on the 8th of September 1968. The Jaguar was developed to fulfill evolving requirements for supersonic performance and tactical support, replacing aging trainers and light strike aircraft in both nations' inventories. It competed indirectly with other designs, but emerged as a collaborative solution, avoiding the pitfalls of more ambitious projects like the cancelled Anglo-French Variable Geometry (AFVG) aircraft. Design philosophy and airframe. The Jaguar's design philosophy centered on simplicity, ruggedness, and low-level operations, prioritizing survivability in high-threat environments over outright air superiority. Its airframe features a conventional monoplane configuration, with high-mounted swept wings incorporating leading edge slats and trailing edge flaps for enhanced low-speed handling and short-field performance. The structure primarily uses aluminum alloys, with no extensive composites or stealth coatings, reflecting its 1960s origins. Aerodynamically, the shoulder-mounted wings and twin-engine layout provide excellent stability at low altitudes, while the tall tricycle landing gear enables operations from semi-prepared strips. Visually distinctive elements include the chisel-shaped nose on British and export variants, housing laser rangefinders and side-mounted air intakes. These choices set the Jaguar apart as a dedicated attack platform, optimized for terrain masking flight rather than high-altitude interception. Engine and propulsion system. The Jaguar is powered by Rolls-Royce Turbomeca Adore afterburning turbofan engines, a joint Anglo-French development. Early variants used the Adore Mk102, producing 22.75 kilonewtons, 5,110 pound dry thrust, and 32.5 kilonewtons, 7,300 pound with afterburner per engine. Later upgrades, particularly on RAF and Indian aircraft, incorporated the Adore Mk104 or Mk811, increasing reheat thrust to approximately 37.4 kilonewtons at 8,400 pound per engine. The twin-engine configuration offers redundancy, while the thrust-to-weight ratio around 0.7 in typical loadouts supports agile low-level flight. The engines enable effective maneuverability during ground attack runs, though afterburner is often required for supersonic dashes or heavy takeoffs, influencing overall performance in hot and high conditions. Speed and flight performance. The Jaguar achieves a maximum speed of Mach 1.6, approximately 1,700 kilometers per hour or 1,056 miles per hour at altitude, with low-level speeds around Mach 1.1, 1,320 kilometers per hour or 820 miles per hour. Cruise speed is typically subsonic at around 850 to 900 kilometers per hour. The service ceiling reaches 14,000 meters, 46,000 feet, with an initial rate of climb exceeding 9,000 meters per minute in clean configuration. Maneuverability is strong in the low-level regime, aided by high-lift devices, allowing sustained turns at high G-loads during evasion. However, the design prioritizes stability over extreme agility, making it less suited for dogfighting compared to dedicated fighters. Range. Endurance and fuel combat radius stands at approximately 850 kilometers, 530 miles on internal fuel, with a typical weapons load extending to over 1,400 kilometers with external tanks. Ferry range exceeds 3,500 kilometers to 1,190 miles with drop tanks. Internal fuel capacity is 4,000 to 100 liters, supplemented by up to 1,000 to 100 liter external tanks on inboard and centerline pylons. Many variants feature in-flight refueling probes, enhancing endurance for long-range missions. Fuel consumption and operating cost. Public estimates suggest fuel burn rates of around 4,000 to 5,000 kilograms per flight are in operational profiles, varying with altitude and load. Historical unit flyaway costs were approximately $8 to 16 million in the 1970s-1990s era. Operating a Jaguar is expensive due to twin-engine maintenance, aging airframe inspections, and logistics for legacy systems. Complexity arises from dispersed production UK and France and variant-specific upgrades, compounded by spare parts scarcity post-retirement by original operators. Avionics and sensor systems. Early avionics included basic inertial navigation and Doppler radar. British variants featured the advanced NOVOS navigation and weapon aiming subsystem with heads-up display and moving map. French models were simpler. Export and upgraded Indian aircraft DARIN series incorporate multi-mode radars, including AESA and DARIN III variants. Electronic warfare suites provide radar warning and chaff flare dispensing, reducing pilot workload through integrated displays and improving situational awareness in CONTESTED airspace, weapons and payload. The Jaguar carries up to 4,500 kilograms, 10,000 pounds on 5 hardpoints for underwing, 1 centerline, plus overwing pylons for short-range air-to-air missiles on some variants. Armament includes 30mm cannons Defar or Aden, air-to-ground munitions like bombs and cluster weapons, anti-radar missiles e.g. AS-37 Martel, and anti-ship missiles e.g. Sea Eagle on maritime variants. Air-to-air options comprise Magic or Sidewinder missiles. Upgraded Indian examples support precision-guided munitions and ASROM. This flexibility enables diverse missions from close air support to maritime strike, stealth and survivability if applicable. The Jaguar lacks dedicated stealth features with a conventional radar cross-section. Survivability relies on low-level flight for terrain masking, reducing detection by ground radars. Infrared signature management is minimal, though electronic countermeasures and decoys enhance defense against missiles. Strengths lie in speed and altitude evasion. Limitations include vulnerability to modern integrated air defenses without standoff weapons, real-world service and combat use. Operators included France retired 2005, UK retired 2007, Oman retired 2014, Ecuador, Nigeria, and India's sole remaining operator as of 2025. Combat experience encompasses French operations in Africa, Chad, Mauritania, RAF and French in the 1991 Gulf War precision strikes, Bosnia, and Kosovo. Indian Jaguars conducted reconnaissance and strikes in the 1999 Kargil War and subsequent operations. Pilots and operators have praised its reliability in harsh conditions and effectiveness in low-level roles. Cost, production and global impact. Unit costs range from $8 million in early production to higher for upgrades. Total production reached 573 aircraft 1968 to 1981, with 200 for France, 202 for UK, and exports including 160 for India, partly licensed built by HAL. No major export restrictions applied, though sales were limited. The Jaguar influenced European collaboration precedents and provided balanced air power for mid-tier nations during the Cold War. Strengths and weaknesses. The Jaguar excels in low-level penetration, ruggedness for austere operations, and versatile payload for ground attack. Its range and reliability made it effective in real conflicts. Limitations include modest thrust-to-weight ratio affecting high performance, lack of inherent stealth, and aging airframe vulnerabilities in high-threat environments. Criticisms focus on maintenance intensity and obsolescence against fifth-generation fighters. No aircraft is flawless. The Jaguar balanced cost and capability admirably for its era. Final verdict. The SEPECAT Jaguar stands as a testament to successful international collaboration in aviation history, bridging trainer origins to become a cornerstone of tactical strike doctrine. In modern and future warfare, its role in deep penetration and close support persists, particularly for the Indian Air Force amid ongoing upgrades. Respected by allies for reliability and by rivals for proven battlefield resilience, the Jaguar endures as a symbol of pragmatic, effective air power design.